Hey everyone, this is Ashlane. I go by the self-proclaimed Blue Dragon. I am not doing a typical video this week. I have recorded this a couple times now, and I think I have together what I want to say, but I had my regular art-related video ready to go for this week. I had a little bit of editing left to do, but it was primarily done. However, on September 10th, someone who was a really important part of a comic community forum that I'm a part of, and I'm going to keep everything very vague out of respect for their family, but someone that I had, I wouldn't claim to be a close friend with, obviously, but was, someone that talked a little bit back and forth, in private messages, and we read each other's comics, and they were just a very kind, nice person in the community. So, I mean, that's not even like all I really want to say. I had a lot more I wanted to say, but in the sake of keeping it less emotional, I have decided in honor of this person who claimed their life on the 10th that I'm going to go ahead and skip this week's video. And instead I'm just, in the background, I've got some footage and stuff, but throughout the video, and this is going to be very short, there is information and, the hotline for, any of you out there, or anyone, if you know someone who, again, if you know, you don't always know, but if you know someone who is struggling with depression and has had, suicidal thoughts, I wanted to provide some resources and stuff, because you never know who might need it and who you can reach and who you can help maybe get in contact with what they need to help figure out solutions to things that they don't see an end to, I guess. And I say this coming from a place of not having, ongoing depression. I've had, everyone, I think, has been depressed at one point or another, but from knowing people, having a lot of people close to me, having, people that I know who have been on suicide watch before, I just wanted to provide this information because it might be helpful for people who, we all do get sometimes in these places where we don't see an out for uncomfortable situations, especially with our, the way society is. If you're different or an outlier, or you're not really part, you get what I'm saying. And like some of the conversations I had with this particular person, it's like, and the message that they left to us in the community, I can understand their struggle, because it's been my struggle. And I'm not going to talk about it because I want to keep this very vague, because I don't want, there's weird people out there who just feed off of other people's misery, or they think it's a show. They want to grab popcorn and go see the show. They don't, for some reason, connect that these were human beings that people knew and loved, and that it's very disrespectful to treat people like entertainment when it's a tragedy. And so I just wanted to keep this brief. I'm going to be back next week. For those of you who, are here for videos regarding, indie art projects and stuff like that, where, and tips and stuff on art, I'm going to be back with my regular scheduled video next week. But I do think this is an important topic to, highlight. I think somebody said in the forums that I hang out in that this actually is like Suicide Watch Month, or it's put more eloquently than that. But y'all, I don't know the terminology for everything, and I apologize. That's why I have the trigger warnings at the beginning, because I'm just an average Joe. But yeah, I think this is something that a lot of people in general struggle with, but especially artists, and especially with all the ways that artists are being attacked, like when it comes to like the loss of jobs and AI generators and, just being exploited, people not wanting to pay for work, people wanting entertainment and wanting to steal, or people tracing shit, or just a lot of angles that people who are artists, have to deal with if they want to make this a living. And I can understand the struggle. I'm fortunate enough that I am able to do my art without having it be like our primary source of income. And I'm very, again, fortunate for that. But I know I've not always been in this position. There's been times where this person that, saw no avenue for them to be able to do this for a living and do what they enjoy. I've been there before, and, I've had to set my comic aside. I've gone on hiatuses. I came to the realization very early on that I would not be able to probably make a living of this. And so I can definitely relate to that, and I don't think that any of us are alone in that. If you're an artist or a writer or, whatever you do that's, not valued as a profession in society, unless, you get popular enough, I guess. But, yeah, so I could definitely relate to a lot of stuff that was said to us as their parting words. But, I don't know what else to say other than, there are people who might be able to help with like grants or helping you connect with somebody for like getting in touch to deal with your anxiety, like on, like doctors and stuff. But, your average, it's always important that we let people know, the people that we love know that we care about them. Not blaming anyone, I'm not saying that anyone was to blame for this. And that's not what they were saying either. They were very, very kind and very generous about, like trying to make sure that nobody thought that they were to blame or, felt guilty about their decision. But, it is important to talk about these things with people and not, make people feel open to speak with you, so you can have conversations and maybe help find other avenues, besides, just the bleakness of this is the only choice I have. So, yeah, I've recorded this a couple times. I don't know if I make a lot of sense or not, but, I think I'm just going to keep it short and sweet. And we'll be back with a longer video next week, but I really didn't feel I didn't feel it appropriate because I did interact with this person. We read each other's comic. We had conversations about each other's comics. We've done fan art for each other. This person was just so incredibly active in the community, and they were a pure joy to talk to and interact with. In their art, you could just tell the passion that they had. It's sad. It's a very heavy loss. We've lost someone in our community that was just a really good person. I mean, so many people really liked them because they were genuinely very kind. They were a very kind person. So that's all I got to say this week. Talk to y'all next time.